Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Nick here with you. It's Tuesday, September the 9th, and it's Tuesday night, 8 o'clock EST, where I am right now in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. I thought I'd come on and do a little live stream here on the channel. It's been like a little while. I want to say like at least maybe like a month since I did a live stream here on the channel. Don't know if anybody's going to join in or anything like that. But yeah, it's been a while since I did a live stream here on the channel. And there's been a lot to talk about. I don't think I've done a live stream here on the channel since I saw Oasis back at the end of August, on August the 24th. And the band just finished up 2 nights in a row, finishing off at the Rose Bowl in LA. So they're still on the road. They're going to Mexico City next. Anyways, I thought I'd hop on here and just do a little live stream, a little live chat, and just talk about Oasis, talk about rock music, anything music related that anybody wants to talk about in the chat today. Then yeah, go for it. Hop into the chat. And yeah, we'll talk about Oasis, talk about any bands that you guys want. I got my guitar here with me, just kind of strumming along. It's been a while since I played guitar. I feel like I'm not playing a lot of guitar lately. You know, when you're focused on doing videos for YouTube and that kind of thing. I haven't been playing a lot of guitar. And then the last video I did where I played guitar during the live stream, it got absolutely killed by YouTube and the copyright gods because I was singing some songs and doing that kind of thing. And yeah, that video just got totally copyright claimed in every possible way. And so I'm just going to play guitar today. I'm not going to sing anything. Just do some gentle strumming while people join in on the live stream. It's, it's been really, you might have seen videos from people like Rick Beato and people like Justin Hawkins and Anthony Fantano, big names in the music community on YouTube, talking about how hard it is getting for musicians and for people who do commentary on music to be able to use music in their YouTube videos. YouTube and their algorithms and their AI have been getting a lot more sophisticated with picking those things out. Like, it doesn't even have to be the audio of a particular song. It doesn't have to be the official studio version that you're including in their video. If you sing a song, like if I sing a song right now, just me on my guitar live, YouTube will still pick that up, which is absolutely incredible. Not in a good way. It's actually horrible. But anyways, so it's been a big time for Oasis fans. I don't know if you've felt like this, but I've definitely felt like this over the last few weeks since the Oasis Toronto show. I've been feeling a lot of post-Oasis depression, which I know a lot of people have been feeling who have gone to the reunion shows, wherever they be in the UK and Ireland or here in North America. It's real. And I've seen it online, people talking about post Oasis concert depression after going to see them, where it would be Toronto or New Jersey or Chicago or like they did in LA this past weekend. It's been pretty crazy. Like for people that saw the band live, it's been a major come down since then. And I've been majorly feeling that over the last couple of weeks. And it was the Oasis show in Toronto was something that I was looking forward to for a very, very long time. Bought tickets the last October, waited almost a whole year to go to the show. And it was such a lead up and it was such a thing. And I was so excited for it. And then just like that, just over. So there's a lot of post-Oasis depression happening over here, and I know a lot of people have been feeling that as well. So I still have to decorate the rock room too, because I got some new Oasis posters. You might have seen on the channel. We definitely did a lot of content here on the channel based around the Oasis Toronto show. Did a vlog. Me and Danielle and my buddy Ryan did a vlog where we talked about our adventures at the Toronto show. And then Danielle and I did a video talking about the pop-up shop in Toronto. We did another video just reviewing the show and recapping the show. So yeah, I still got to redecorate the rock room. I got some new posters here and stuff. I definitely have to redecorate the rock room. So that's going to be coming up very soon. But yeah, the Oasis post-show depression is very real. Wang Chung in the comments says, "Hey Nick, after watching clips of the concert from California, I feel our drummer is getting much better now. Thoughts?" Yeah, I think so. I actually enjoyed Joey Warnker's drumming at the Toronto show. It was a lot better than I thought. More meat and potatoes kind of drumming, very similar to Tony McCarroll in that way. Nothing super fancy. I felt like his fills were a little bit simplistic. I'm not a drummer. I'm a guitar player. So who am I to criticize? Because he's the one playing drums for Oasis. But I don't know. I thought he was good. He held it down. He kept the band going. He had that kind of steady, again, meat and potatoes rock kind of feel to his drumming. And from what I've heard, he's been getting better and better. So he was good in Toronto. I was actually impressed. Never Enough Guitar says, "I think they'll keep touring next year and they'll do Nebworth as well. So they might come back to Toronto." I hope so. I was actually talking to my partner Danielle about this, and we were like, we want them to come back, but then the Toronto shows, and I'm sure other people have felt this about the other reunion shows, they were just so special. There was just something so amazing about going to see them live again, and they've just been killing it on this tour. So yeah, I hope they come back, but maybe not too soon, because I still want to feel like, it's a special experience. Vlad May says, "Hey there, always a pleasant surprise watching your streams." Well, thank you for watching. Talk about Oasis, especially when it's 3 a.m. and my city is under drone attack. I'm from Ukraine. What a life. Well, I hope everybody there is staying safe. That's unimaginable. What you're going through over there, and we're just sending good vibes from here in Canada. I hope everybody stays safe during a drone attack, because that is serious. So I'm glad I could provide a little bit of relief wherever you are in the world, in the Ukraine. So sending all our best from here in Canada, and yeah, stay safe, Vlad May. We'll, use Oasis to keep us strong. So, and I do hope Oasis come back, but maybe not too soon, because it was a really, really special experience. Trying to think of what to play. I was playing Here Comes the Sun earlier. I don't know if YouTube will pick this up. Never Enough Guitar says, "Did you get emotional at all at the show?" Yes, very, very emotional. I don't know if you heard, but in Toronto on the first night on August 24th, it started to pour rain during the show. I would say probably about maybe like halfway through the show, 3/4 of the show, it started to pour rain. And then I was singing along at the top of my lungs to every song, but then Live Forever came on and we were singing, "Did you ever feel the pain in the morning rain as it soaks you to the bone?" As I was getting soaked to the bone. And we just, my girlfriend Danielle, my buddy Ryan, we were just super emotional during that time. I felt really emotional. It was just like this euphoric feeling of seeing Oasis on stage again. I haven't felt that good in a very, very long time. So thank you to Oasis for being there. They've always been that. That's the thing for us Oasis fans, is that they've always been that source of strength and positivity and hopefulness and uplifting. And I felt that at the show, and that's not something you get at every concert, as far as I can tell. I've never felt that at every concert. So yeah, it was pretty cool. And yeah, still feeling that major post-Oasis depression, because it was such a monumental experience, and now it's kind of over. So it's kind of sad, but they're continuing on their Live 25 reunion tour. Like I said, they just played 2 nights, Saturday and Sunday, at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California, in the Los Angeles area. From all accounts, that was a crazy show. Lots of celebrities there, obviously, as well, because they're in LA. So Paul McCartney was there. Mark Zuckerberg was there, of all people. It's really surprising, actually, when you see which people are at these shows, and we're like, that person's an Oasis fan? That's kind of weird, but it's nice to see that Oasis has that far-reaching impact, even to people who are incredibly rich and famous. It makes sense. But Paul McCartney being there, that was really cool. He said the gig was fabulous. And now Oasis is going to continue on. Let me just I think they're going to Mexico City next, which is the next stop on the tour. And let me see. Yeah, so they just finished up at the Rose Bowl in Los Angeles. So they will be in Mexico City for 2 shows this Friday and Saturday at the Estadio GNP Seguro. And then they're going to be going back to London in England for 2 more shows at Wembley Stadium on the 27th and 28th. And then going into October, they have about a month off, almost a month. And then going on October, they're going to be going to South Korea, Japan, Australia, and ending things off in South America in Argentina, Chile, and Brazil. So that's pretty cool. They got still a long ways to go. And yeah, it's going to be exciting. I love just keeping up with it on the internet and just watching when they arrive into the town and they put up the drone show and they get the venue ready and all the fans get excited. Never Enough Guitar says Billie Eilish and Leonardo DiCaprio too. Like, yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio is an Oasis fan. That is so random. Vlad May says, I was reading Noel's diary from the Toronto show, and he said, someone who can only be described as Canadian attacked me on stage, evading our cracking security team and insulted me mid-riff. Yes, I was at that show. That was at the Virgin Festival on Toronto Island back in September of 2008. I was there with my buddy Ryan, who was in the new video with me. And I remember that Noel getting pushed over. I was very far away from the stage because I don't like when he got pushed over. I didn't know what happened right away, but they came back on and they finished the set. But yeah, of course, it had to be some drunk Canadian who like causes Noel Gallagher to get pushed over and break ribs. And the band broke up not long after that. I think maybe, Noel getting injured at that show had a little bit to do with why he got so fed up with Oasis in 2009. And, the band broke up ultimately. I think that had to end up having a big impact on him. But talk about a great show. When I went to see Oasis, that was the last time I saw them live up until, a couple weeks ago. That was actually an incredible show because if you're a British rock fan, the top 3 headliners at the show, we had Stereophonics, Paul Weller, and Oasis in a row. I was in heaven that night. And actually, as good as Oasis was that night, and Stereophonics are always great as well. I saw them back in March this year as well. Paul Weller was the absolute highlight of that show. To see him live, I've always been a big fan of his, obviously through his work, with the Jam and the Style Council, his solo stuff. He's big with Oasis, playing on Champagne Supernova and the like. But Paul Weller that night was phenomenal and the coolest dude ever. I just remember he was on there. He was kind of in the shadows, smoking a cigarette, looking really, really cool. Paul Weller was undoubtedly the highlight that night. Unfortunately, Noel Gallagher got pushed over, but yeah. Never Enough Guitar says Stereophonics are always great. Yeah, so I've seen them a bunch of times. And again, I saw them just this past March at Massey Hall in Toronto. They were fantastic. Kelly Jones, man, what a singer, what a voice, what a songwriter too. They had the new album that came out a couple months ago, but they played more of like a greatest hits set. So they had all the hits in there, some new stuff, some old stuff. It was perfect. And yeah, I love them. Stereophonics always been one of my favorite bands. Let me see here. Pull it out here. Oh. This is a signed copy of their 4th album, You Gotta Go There to Come Back, which is my favorite Stereophonics album. I got this signed by the band 20 years ago in 2005. Kelly Jones, Javier Whalen, and Richard Jones signed it for me. So that was really, really cool. One of my favorite bands. Put this on the floor because I don't know where to put it. Stereophonics too, like, so many great songs. Yeah, Don Bishop says Dakota is awesome. Yeah, that's a good one. Can't sing because YouTube will come after me, but those are the chords. Or no, is it an E? Thinking about thinking of you. Yeah, it's an E. I was playing it in D. It's in E major, not D major. It's an E major, like right there. E major, C sharp, minor, A. Yeah, that's a great one. Dakota's great. They played at the show. That was their last song. It was awesome. It was great. Love Stereophonics. Vlad says, by the way, are you all excited about the new all-time low record coming out in October, or you don't rate them? I haven't listened to a ton of all-time low. I know a couple of their songs. But now that you've mentioned it, I'll put it on my radar. I don't know if I'll review it on the record or on the channel, but yeah, they're a good band. I've liked what they put out over the last couple of years. Don't know a ton of their stuff, but I think they're pretty good. Yeah. Never Enough Guitar says, is there anything about the Oasis set list you change if you could? Yeah, I would, not including Columbia. I've said this a bunch of times on the channel. Not including Columbia was a crime. Not including Columbia on that set list. If they had played the Columbia in the set list, I think that would have been perfect. I would have taken out Fade Away or Bring It On Down and put in Columbia. And then again, if I had my way with the set list, I would have included a couple more tracks after the year 2000. So maybe Go Let It Out, Hindu Times, Lila, Shock of the Lightning, like the first singles from the post 2000s albums. I thought that would have been cool. Never Enough Guitar says, yeah, Columbia should have been there. It's just like, it's such an odd thing to not include it. Like that is a big fan favorite, you know? Yeah. We were, now here we are. All this confusion, nothing's the same to me. Yeah, can't sing too much. The YouTube gods will strike me down and demonetize this video. Yeah, but Columbia is a great song, and that's like the one thing. Like I understand that the set list, the band wants it to be more about the first two records because those are the ones that the most fans are going to know. Definitely, maybe Morning Glory, and of course, a couple songs from Be Here Now. But yeah, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And Never Enough Guitar says, and it's pretty easy for Liam to sing. Like, yeah, I feel like Columbia is an easy one for him to do. Like, and Noel can do the falsetto on the chorus, and man, that's it. You're done. Killer song. That was the only one I really missed when I saw them in Toronto. But I got to figure out like what to do with this rock room because I got to get these new posters up. I really want to have that new poster up. I'm like, should I take down the Liam Gallagher poster? Should I take down sorry, I can't really see it. Should I take down the Noel Gallagher poster? Like I want to keep this one up. I want to keep that one up. But I want to be able to put this one up. So I'm running out of wall space. And the thing is that I have some more wall space on, the opposite side of the camera. But the whole thing is to have the posters up within camera view. Never Enough Guitar says, Noel sounds amazing on falsetto and Slide Away. Oh yeah, they sound great. And that's another thing I will say about their show in Toronto. I know some people, it's always a little bit of criticism about Liam's voice from gig to gig, but he sounded fantastic to me in Toronto. Didn't seem too shouty. He seemed more melodic. He seemed very relaxed. He sounded fantastic. The whole band sounded fantastic. It was crazy. And I got a lot closer to the stage. We got a lot closer to the stage than I expected. Because we got there, we got the yellow wristbands, which we didn't know where there was a difference between the, standing room at the back and standing room at the front. And we got our yellow wristbands, which gave us access to, the front of the stage. And when we got there wasn't a lot of people standing there. So we were able to get really close, which wasn't what I expected. Both me and Ryan were saying, like, we thought we would be way back watching the gig mostly on the screens, but no, we got really close and that was awesome. Very cool.